All right, good morning, folks. We have a gap down here today on February the 22nd, 2021. We're down pretty solid here, almost a percentage. So down a percentage point here in our major indices. And so what I want to do here is I want to go ahead and take a look at what we're going to want to do this week and kind of think through our plans really for how we're going to adjust the portfolio. So first, let's go through our Analyze tab. Let's see what we have on the books and begin there. So our position in Budweiser, that's fine. We're going to end up, this will probably come off maybe this week, maybe next week. We'll see what happens. The GDX Strangle is looking fine. LabD. Okay, so let's go into LabD. We have two different series on here in LabD. With the market kind of letting go a little bit here, I anticipate seeing this. So we're already a 2% move right here in LabD 1630. Maybe 1.75% move here. We've got 32 days left on this March expiration position, and so we're going to continue to give this. And we're really just right at our break even, down $150. So on this position, we're going to give it another week or 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks here before we begin to think through adjustments. And then here in our June position, we've got a ton of time. We're not even worried about this position. Maybe if we get, we'd still have to get pretty far out here before we'd look at an adjustment here in this particular position because there's so much time left in this LabD position. So I'm not worried about LabD at all. Pfizer. We're coming up a little over a month left in this Pfizer position. Again, nothing that we need to do here. Procter & Gamble, this really should be getting ready to come off. We're at, what, 11 days here. Yep, that expires next Friday. So 11 days here. This should be getting ready to come off. We've still got a pretty nice length of time, or a pretty nice mark here before it will challenge our break evens here. So SLV, this Strangle's looking fine. SQQQ, again, with the market selling off, it's not particularly surprising that we're seeing we're seeing this. It's our furthest out weekly, so I don't really want to do anything. We'd give it another 3 weeks, 21 days before we'd really think about making any level of an adjustment here. So, but you can see here, almost 60 cents up here. 50 cents up, 52 cents. So, we've got a long time, but this is up 3 or 4%. In Q. So, yep, this is down 1.4%. So this is gonna seeing a lot of volatility here in the NQs. So, we're just going to continue to kind of just watch this particular position. We've got plenty of time. This is a small position. Let's go back to SQQQ. Small position, only risking 770 here on this particular position. So the rolling will be easy. SRPT. Okay. So, we had a really solid position, a really solid trade in SRPT. It's looking like we might see, just a little bit of a gap up. 18 days on this particular position. We'll roll this if we have to. I really hope we don't have to, though. Kind of just want to take the money and run on this particular position. TLT. All right, this is the first one of the bunch here on really all of our positions right now. This morning we were gapping down to right at our break evens at one point. So when we go here, you can see 142.29, and we've seen a dollar move here. So really, we've got 32 days left. Let's add the simulated trade. So what we do here, I think I just turned this into an iron butterfly here. So we've got 5 on. A little bit more than I was expecting. I thought I maybe had 3 on this, but that would take our risk profile out here, so we'd set these slices to break evens, and we really just don't have a great break even here. 15% probability of profit. Then what we'd have to do is be really aggressive. So at 141.50, we'd have to add another position here. So I think that the name of the game here would just be adding and really laddering through these positions. I mean, with the position here, I think that we're going to have to do something. Right, we're going to have to go ahead and make this move because we're right at these break-evens. Let's go ahead and just add credit, widen the break-even out on our downside, and then just be really strict in adding positions. You know, when we take this vertical, we go from a max loss of 1,285 to 665. Which I like, right? Like, that's good. And then what we can do is we can just continue to add credit above. And then once we get any level of profit, you know, $100 on this particular position, then we just take it off, take all the positions off and run. But, you know, we would end up at simulated trades. And this isn't going to be exactly right. But we have 144.50. So let's go 144.50. And so really what we do, I think here we just start... That's not what I wanted. We would really just have to do one contract size. We're going to move this. There we go. So 144.50. Let's just take this down. Let's go like 130. So let's try 130 here on the put side. How far? That's 15. And we go here, right? And so you can totally see that the break-evens certainly go out, which is kind of what we're looking for, right? So by laddering and adding, break-evens go out. Still not great, 20%, but for every day that we stay in this little area, those probabilities certainly go up. Right now, right, so we could add this iron condor and a vertical, right? So we can add an iron condor and a vertical on this. Less risk to the upside than what we originally had on the put side, and the put side we're only adding $400 worth of risk, right? So when we look at this type of trade, there's the ability to ladder into these positions and really take the probabilities and put them back in your favor. And so I think that's what we're going to do. We're certainly going to start the process by adding this 143, 146 position, and then creating alerts here at our new break-evens, and then just seeing what's going to happen. So TLT is the one trade that we're really having to watch right now. You know, we've traded extraordinarily well this year, and so certainly want to keep that up. So when we hit 143, adjust TLT for March 26th expiration. We're just going to create that. Okay, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at with TLT. It's of course the one that we're really kind of at our break-evens and showing a unrealized loss on right now. Okay, Twitter looks fine. Really like these break-evens. Hopefully we'll get this off maybe this week, see what kind of decay we can get. UVXY is fine. We have one position on. We're seeing a pop here in UVXY, but we've got this position on, right? This position on right here, and so we'll want to monitor that, take it off, maybe defend around 12. XBI looks fine. Watching this area down here, watching the put side certainly on XBI. You know, we're 195 on the call side, so we've got a huge potential run before we have to worry about it on the call side. XME looking fine. We'll adjust it 39. And XOP also looking fine right now. We'll want to continue to see just decay kind of eke out of these particular positions. So that's where we're at right now. We're really going to be watching IV to see if we can get a pop in IV. We're going to see if there are any positions that come on our oversold. See if we can get any long positions on. I might add another position here in TLT below the market. Right, so we might go ahead and, in addition to this March 26th, we might add an April 16th position pretty far down, maybe at the 20 delta, so this 135. Go ahead and begin the process of doing that. So we are in this oversold area in TLT. We need to manage the 143 short strike, as we've talked a lot about, but I also think we have the potential to add here. Other than that, you know, we're really just waiting to be able to add our IYR and EEM positions. They'll release Thursday, so we can go ahead and begin our compounding table and building a portfolio for April the 9th. Okay, that's where we're at. We'll see if we get any pops in IV and SPY. But really just going to see what the market gives us this week and continue trying to build this portfolio. All right, if you have any questions, reach out to me at Ryan at Sell That Option. Otherwise, happy trading this week.